The employment market doesn't help. Today's jobs often pay poverty wages despite requiring degrees. A college grad making $40,000 in a city where studios rent for $1,800 faces impossible math. But living at home removes the urgency to advance. Why hustle for that $60,000 job when your current paycheck is just fun money? Cultural expectations also play a role. In some communities, multi-generational living is the norm. But traditional structures had clear roles. Grandparents watched kids, adults worked, children contributed. Modern boomerang situations often lack this balance. One Filipino-American family explained, "In our culture, you stay until marriage, but you also help the household. My son does neither." The solution isn't kicking kids out. It's setting terms. Financial planner Marcus Hardy recommends. 1. Charge rent, even if you save it to give back later. 2. Assign specific household responsibilities. 3. Set a move-out date from day one. 4. Require proof of active savings. The Thompsons took this approach. Their 28-year-old daughter pays $500 per month rent, which they secretly put in a high-yield savings account. She's required to show them her own savings statements monthly. "The rules made me grow up fast," she admits. She'll get her rent money back as a moving-out gift. Some situations demand tougher love. When 31-year-old Derek refused to get a job after 2 years, his parents gave him 90 days to find work, any work, or leave. He delivered pizzas within a week. "I was mad at first," he says, "but now I'm grateful." He moved out 8 months later. The key is avoiding the hotel mentality. Your home shouldn't be an all-inclusive resort with 24/7 room service. Grown adults living rent-free with no responsibilities aren't getting back on their feet. They're practicing permanent adolescence. Success stories, breaking the cycle. Jamal was 27 years old when he finally looked at his bank statements and realized something shocking. He hadn't paid for his own groceries in 4 years. His parents covered his $1,200 rent, his $300 car payment, even his $15 Netflix subscription. "I was basically a teenager with a beard," he admits. Then his parents dropped the bomb. They were cutting him off in 6 months. What happened next? Jamal went from parental payroll to fully independent in just 18 months. "I ate ramen for 3 months straight," he says. "But you know what? I figured it out." Transformation in action. Jamal's parents used what financial planners call the Parental 401k strategy. Instead of paying his bills directly, they matched every dollar he saved. 4. Every $500 Jamal put toward his emergency fund, they added another $500. "Suddenly I cared about saving," he says. Within a year, he'd built a $10,000 safety net, enough to cover real emergencies without running to mom and dad. Lauren, a 25-year-old graphic designer, had a similar wake-up call. Her mom had always bailed her out. $200 here for a car repair, $500 there when rent was due. Then the bailout stopped. "I panicked at first," Lauren admits. But without the safety net, she asked for a raise, and got it. Then another. Then a promotion. "Turns out I was capable all along," she says. "I just never had to prove it." Here's the surprising twist. In most of these success stories, the parent-child relationship actually improved after the money stopped. Jamal says, "We talk more now that it's not always about me needing something." A small-scale study backs this up. 89% of adult children who were cut off reported higher self-esteem within 2 years. They also reported better relationships with their parents. The Rodriguez family took a different approach. They gave their 28-year-old son a choice. Stay at home rent-free for 6 more months, or move out now with $5,000 in startup cash. He took the cash. "Best decision I ever made," he says. He used it for a security deposit on an apartment with roommates and started a side hustle delivering groceries. Within a year, he'd been promoted twice at his day job. Financial therapist Dr. Rebecca Wilson explains why this works. Removing the crutch forces problem-solving muscles to develop. She's seen clients who suddenly found cheaper apartments, negotiated better salaries, or finally started budgeting. All skills they'd avoided while relying on parents. The key to these success stories? Structure. The families that transitioned successfully didn't just cut kids off, they created clear, gradual plans. Like the 25% rule one family used. Every 3 months, parental support dropped by 25%. By month 12, their daughter was fully independent. The gradual change made it manageable, she says. Some parents worry their kids will fail. And guess what? Sometimes they do. But small failures teach big lessons. When 26-year-old Marcus's parents stopped covering his $150 phone bill, he missed a payment and got hit with a late fee. That $35 fee hurt more than any lecture, he says. He's never missed a bill since. The financial matching strategy has another benefit. It teaches delayed gratification. Instead of instant bailouts, kids learn to save for goals. One family matched their son's savings toward a used car. He saved $3,000 in 8 months, they matched it, and he bought a reliable Honda outright. I take better care of it because I worked for it, he says. The timeline matters too. 6 months seems to be the sweet spot. Enough time to adjust, not so long that motivation fades. Jamal's parents gave him 6 months' notice before stopping support. Knowing the deadline lit a fire under me, he says. He picked up freelance work, renegotiated his lease, and cut unnecessary subscriptions. Some families use visual trackers. One mother created a freedom chart showing her son's progress toward financial independence. Each bill he took over got a gold star. Cheesy? Maybe. Effective? Absolutely, she says. Within a year, he'd taken over all his expenses. The emotional shift is just as important as the financial one. Parents who successfully transition their kids stop seeing them as children who need saving. I had to trust that the values we taught would kick in, says one father. His daughter proved him right. She got a second job rather than ask for help when her hours were cut. Not every story is smooth. There are setbacks, job losses, medical bills, unexpected car repairs. The difference? These families handle emergencies differently now. Instead of writing a check, parents might say, "Let's look at your options together." One daughter discovered she qualified for Medicaid only after her parents stopped paying her health insurance. The long-term results speak for themselves. Jamal, now 29, just bought a condo. Lauren got promoted to art director. Marcus has 6 months' expenses saved. And their parents, they're finally boosting their retirement contributions. These transformations prove that financial independence isn't just about money. It's about confidence, resilience, and stronger family bonds.